Hello. Oh my gosh, that was awkward. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're live with Meld right now for the first time. Let's just get a cheeky little screenshot here. Whoops. That looks dumb. Hold on. Okay, copy. Post that right there. Whoa. There we go. Having a multi-chat. Post. All right, cool. So, So I have some things that I want to test with Meld. So normally I use OBS. For those of you who know anything about my streams, you guys know that I use OBS, generally speaking. Whoop. And all in all, I love OBS. I think OBS is great. But I have some issues with it. Namely, one of them, I can't really game. Like I can game small games on stream with it, but I can't do like big old fat games. Like I can't stream Monster Hunter, right, when I'm live. I just can't do it. It's just not gonna happen. Which makes me a little sad because I would love to be able to stream games like Monster Hunter. So we're gonna test that today. I'm gonna share some of my thoughts and opinions. Hi, what's up? All right. All right. Have fun, little man. Okay. So anyway, having this stuff, and we're doing the thing. I forgot to do the thing again. Edit post. And what's my, I'm on Kick too. What's my Kick? The Salt is 72. All right, we're gonna update that. All right, cool. Cool beans. All right, now my YouTube is not showing up in my streamer bot, and that makes me a little sad. Also, there it is. All right. I don't know how. Let me see what's going on with streamer bot here real quick. Platforms, YouTube. Whoa. Account. Aha. I see. That is what is going on with my thing. Okay. Sign in with Google account. This one. Continue. Huzzah. I think I just have the same account. Huzzah. Okay, now, if I'm not mistaken, which I probably am, and that's okay, I think this will work. Test. There it is. Okay, cool. All my chats are coming through. Ugh. All right. So the question then becomes, have you guys been following what the heck has been going on over on the Twitter? Have you guys been following what's been going on with the Twitter? Because I have been interested, to say the least. So I'm gotta not get distracted by Twitter. So, for those of you who don't know, Nutty was banned. He had received a 24-hour ban for it says simulcast reasons is the official what they're saying. And if you don't know who Nutty is awesome. He's a super dope guy who has done a lot to help the streaming community out. So super dope guy. 10 out of 10 would recommend giving him a cheeky little follow or something. But anyway, let's bounce on over to this. So, wer ist Nutty? Ooh, so smooth. So, now I will say, first immediate thing that I'm whatchamacallit about. Oh, there we go. I would love to be able to. I'm trying to think because you can Bluey. How do you? It's Australian. He's Australian. Bluey. I don't know. Bluey. Yeah. Whatever. Bluey. Okay. So, Nutty was banned for 24 hours, for multi-streaming reasons. Simulcast. This is what it says. Simulcasting guidelines violations. Blue Healer. Yeah. Blue Healer. So what does that mean? What exactly does that mean? So if you saw the stream, I actually watched the stream that is being called into question. And he was basically, people want to say it's for multi-chat. I don't think it's for multi-chat. It's simulcasting guidelines violations, but I don't think he was banned for multi-chatting, like having a multi-chat widget on his stream. I think he was banned because he was talking to people. He was setting up basically in his multi-chat widget integration with TikTok, and for that, what's up, Gabe Gorilla and Nadezhda Inanova? Didn't say hi to you. What's good? Oh, not much. Just living the dream. We're talking about the Twitch ban that Nutty got just yesterday. It was a 24-hour, one-day suspension, right? And you having a good day? Yeah, I'm having a great day. Having a fantastic day. So it was a 24-hour ban for simulcasting guidelines violations. People want to say that it was for multi-chatting, like having a multi-chat widget, like what I have down here. I don't think that's what it's about. I'm having a great day, Gabe. Thank you. I don't think that's what it's about. I think what it's about is he was telling people to go over to Twitch and to donate, to give some gifts so he can test some things out on his stream. That being said, he clearly upset somebody, because as he was doing that, apparently they didn't like that he was, in quotes, encouraging people to leave Twitch, which is what this one, providing links or otherwise directing your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services. I think that's the part that he was getting in trouble for. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this. Oops, that's not the one I want. I want this one. Let's see here. There we go. So, is this one right here. Providing links or otherwise directing your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services. Now, I think this is what he got in trouble for. Now, people are theorizing as to what the motive was for the ban. Like, well, why Nutty? Why this? Why all of a sudden? Why blah, 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 blah. Well, I think it's because Nutty's kind of a easy target in a sense. Like, he's not like massive. If they did this to somebody massive, it would have gone very poorly. And so I think this was kind of a calculated, like, Nutty is somebody that a lot of people know about. He's not necessarily, though, a big Twitch streamer, so to say. Like, he averages about 100 viewers per stream. But that being said, he doesn't, like, he's not going to go on a huge, massive tire. He's going to be very judicious about his feedback, which is one thing that I think is really good for him. I think he needs to do that. I think that's very smart of him to be a little more judicious into his responses. But that being said, I'm curious. A lot of people are saying that they have been getting warnings in their email and on DMs and all sorts of stuff like that with regards to having like kick panels in their panels on Twitch. Can anybody tell me if they've had any experiences with that, if they've had that happen to them, like what's kind of, I'm interested to see what the overall kind of vibe is on the Twitch, like on what's going on there, because everything I'm seeing is leading me to believe that Twitch is slowly but surely going to be wrong one, going to be digging their own graves on this. I mean, this is not necessarily a good thing for them to be doing right now, if you ask me. Twitch has an issue in that they are hold on. In that they are trying really hard not to, basically they need to make sure that they are staying competitive in live streaming, and as of right now, they're doing a really poor job of it. Other platforms like Kick are kind of doing things a little better. They're attracting kind of the core audience. I feel like Twitch. Here's the issue. Can I tell you what the biggest issue with Twitch is? They're owned by Amazon, and that might be considered a good thing because they have the financial backing. However, Amazon and Jeff Bezos and all them aren't part of the demographic of Twitch. They might put on a good PR stunt every once in a while and say, "Oh yeah, look, I'm on Twitch." They're not actually on Twitch. They're not the core audience there. And so they don't understand. Amazon purchased Twitch to gain access to their broadcast technology, and they are not really using it. Right? I mean, they're not really using it, which is wild to me. They have the opportunity to build a truly incredible live streaming platform, but they're just not. They're not doing it. And I don't understand why platforms like Kick are able to do it. Right? Now, I have my own thoughts and opinions and feelings about Kick. Yo, what's good? You having a good day? Hope you have a good... Oh, yeah, I heard all that. So, like, I have my own opinions on Kick, right? When they first started, they had a really rough start. I will be the first one to admit that. However, as time has progressed, I think that they've really refined themselves as a platform. However, another big issue I have is that the Kick community is a very passionate bunch. I'll put it that way. They're a very passionate bunch, in that, like, another thing that Nutty did a while ago was this. He shared this meme. And man, people went crazy on him. People went crazy on him. And I'm just like, I don't understand why. Like, they're a passionate bunch. For good, better or for worse, Kick streamers are a passionate bunch. And I think if they can just, there's some psychology there that I think deserves to be studied in a little bit there. But I'm gonna try streaming on Kick. And seeing how that all works out. I am very curious to see how that pans out for me. And we'll go from there. That being said, that's cool. I love that. Very, very interesting. So I have a VSD set up, and the way to do, you can do a mouse zoom inside of Meld. It's currently in beta, and so that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Anyway, and it'll follow your cursor. That's what I have in the background there, right? Just added a little bit of movement. So I think we're gonna go on to our game now and see if we can game, because if I could stream Monster Hunter Wilds while I'm live, oh, I would be freaking ecstatic. Ecstatic? Ecstatic. I don't know. And I will say, multi-streaming with Meld, pretty good. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. Valve hardware survey. No, I don't want to participate in any surveys. I just want to stream. Okay, I can already tell that things are getting a little sketchy here. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe not. Let's see. I'm checking out my encoder view right now. We're gonna see. Oh, Monster Hunter Wild's not responding. We're gonna try a really big game, and then we're gonna move our way down to smaller games to see if we can make it work. But I gotta grab my controller real quick. Hold up. All right. Monster Hunter Wilds is not loading. That is not a good sign. Okay, we're going to try it one more time. One more time. Let's see. We're going to let it load here for a second. Is there an update? Nope, doesn't look like there's an update. Still not responding. We're going to wait. Play our music key. Oh, nope, it's crashing. Interesting. End task. Okay, one more time. We're gonna close that window. Okay. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm not touching anything. We're just gonna see if it loads. We're gonna see if it loads. All my encoders look fine. Which, if you don't know, Meld has an incredible encoder view. Very steady. I'm not touching it. We're just going to let it load. We're going to let it cook. We're going to let it cook. Oh, it seems to be chugging a little bit, but it's loading. It's going. Oh my gosh, it's going. I'm currently using 100% of my CPU. We're gonna close Google. Okay. Why did I close Google and it opened more instances? Okay. We're going to close Spotify. I'm still at 100% CPU. Why? Anti-malware service. Oh, I'm at 83%. I'm at 83%. Okay. Oh. Start game. Here we go. Recommended lobby. Okay. Hold on. I might need to see if I'm using something that I shouldn't be. Like, why is my CPU overloaded? Anti-malware service executable. Show me what's using the most CPU. System is using 9.9%. Love that. Desktop Windows. Lighting service. Corsair IQ. Oh no, it's choppy as heck. Oh no, this is not better than OBS. This is arguably a little worse. Oh no. Oh no, that's so sad. It makes me sad. Okay. So I wonder if there's some settings inside of here that we can change. Options. Okay. Okay. This setting will automatically enable when frame generation is turned on in graphics settings. What does NVIDIA Reflex do? We'll turn it on. Okay. Graphics settings. We're going to set it to lowest. Using a large amount of graphics memory, minor glitches may occur. Really? Do not use upscaling. Or do you use upscaling? Upscaling mode performance. Ultra performance. Ray tracing is off. Texture quality low, low. Mesh quality. Fur quality. I mean, it looks like freaking dog water. Holy cow.
I made eye contact with it.
But, like, I don't think that's an issue. I mean, to be fair, I can't do it with OBS either. So, I mean, I can't really put too much of this on just Meld. Maybe it's not too bad, I guess. Hold on. Yeah. What do I throw you on Ultra? Can I cook an egg? Estimated VRAM usage. 6.73. Other applications 2.7. I'm using 9.45 gigabytes of VRAM usage, and I have 8 gigabytes. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. Okay, cool. So we're going to call that a bust. Cannot stream big game. Cannot stream big game. Big game with Meld. Dang. Well, that made me a little sad. All right. Next game on the docket, we're going to actually make a pretty significant jump down. We're going to do Astroneer. This game does work on OBS. I have streamed it before. However, it is not como se dice, it's not the most incredible experience. Oh, that's what. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not bad. It definitely runs, you know, but it's a matter of how well is it running. Now I am lighting service, Asus Aura Sync. Asus Aura Sync, why are you running? End that task. Anti-malware service executable. That sounds like malware. Let's see, desktop Windows manager is using upwards of 10%. Why? Let's see here. Google Chrome is still. Let's see here. Task manager, system, bar rate or Spotify. I almost wonder how much of this is just like other stuff. You know, like there's a part of me that's like, how much crap do I have running that I shouldn't have running, you know? But, I mean, at the same time, who's to say I shouldn't have it running? You know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Steen? As soon as Astroneer is done, we will see what that looks like. Okay. All right, here's the game. Hold on. Let's see here. Let me just do this, and then let me just open up a couple things really quick. Okay. All right. We'll go into my personal world on here. Okay, now it says that my stream, my quality is poor. Stream says not connected. Wait a second. It says that I'm live. Connect streaming software to go live. I mean, as far as I can tell. Open encoder view. As far as I can tell, I am. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay. Well. Oh, that was a stutter. There's some screen tearing as well. Let's see here. Yeah, there is some tearing. Yeah. So there's a little bit of tearing. I don't know that it's better or worse than with OBS. I mean, if we look at the numbers, okay. If we look at the numbers here, Meld is definitely taking up way more resources than OBS. Now, OBS was using more resources before, but I used the source profiler tool, and I managed to get it a little more streamlined. That being said, I mean, I don't know. Maybe what we do is we stop stream really quick, and then we can hey, how are you? My headphones aren't working, so I can't hear you. Can you reply in chat? I'm also not. I mean, I'm not going to chat in here. Let's see here. What am I gonna say? For headphones, Frieza's headphones aren't working. Charlotte 1092 or Charlotte 52. Sorry. Can't do that. Won't do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna sit here and type and chat when I'm here on camera. I can't do that. So Meld is using more resources than Astroneer. Not by a lot, but by enough. What? Desktop Window Manager. Why is it using 12% of my CPU? Desktop Window Manager. So compiling Window Manager in Windows that handles the visual display of the windows, including window animations, themes, and visual effects like transparency and arrow peak. It's a core component that's been part of Windows since Vista and is essential for modern Windows features. That's fine. Huge memory and CPU. Let's see here. Yeah, why is it okay, hold on. Here's a video. How do we fix this? Hey, Salty Sam. Can't say, just want to say hi. Hope you're well. I'm doing so well. Thank you, Chance the Techie. I am trying to figure out why my desktop Windows Manager is using 11% of the CPU.
Geek. This is Shabazz. In this video, I will be explaining that how to fix desktop Windows
Restart
Manager,
Windows
that is
Explorer.
Start the Windows Explorer. But before that, let me show you. If I open my Task Manager, you see here desktop Windows Manager is occupying 2.7%.
Yeah, it's occupying 11% of mine.
And you can see the most of the memory usage, CPU usage, is occupied by desktop Windows Manager. And the same is on the case of memory. You can see 120 MB, sometimes
yeah, how much?
more than
87?
that. Probably
how are you
case,
doing?
it can be much higher.
I'm doing good.
So the first
where are you
thing
from?
that you have to do
None of your business. No. United States.
Explorer. You just need to refresh your Windows so that you can see that it makes any kind of changes. So you just need to open your Task Manager and you need to look for the File Explorer. If in case you do not find here, then you can open any folder, minimize it, and you will find here Windows Explorer. Now what you have to do, just make a right click on it and then click on Restart. Now once done, we will look again. Does that make any difference? No. It
Holy
doesn't
cow.
make any difference. It almost remains the same. Okay, so we move with the next method where we have to update the graphic driver, because this is almost related with the graphics, with the background processes performance. So we just need to make sure that we do not have any faulty driver or outdated driver. How you can do that? Just press Windows and R key to bring up the run box, and here you have to type devmgmt.msc.
Okay.
And then click on OK. So the device manager box will now be up, and here you have to go to the display adapters, Intel HD graphics. So whichever your graphic card is, it can be even AMD, so you have to look for it. Make a right click on it, choose update driver.
Okay, this is more than I want to do right now on stream. Okay, well, suffice it to say, this isn't. It's not terrible. I don't know that it's better than OBS. I'm definitely seeing screen tearing. Are there any settings we can change? Options, display mode, windowed full screen, VSync off. What do we turn VSync on? Huh, that's better. limit none. Graphics, ultra, high. What if I turn shadow quality to ultra? And effects quality to ultra? That's pretty good. I'll be honest. Hot dang. All right. So I think, ouch, we're going to be able to stream smaller games. However, streaming big games, AAA title games, not really going to be a thing, I think. Which is unfortunate because I'd really like to be able to stream games like Monster Hunter and stuff. However, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll run a dual PC setup. Maybe one day I'll run a dual PC setup and we will do something really cool. Because I would love to be able to stream bigger games. So let's see here. Yo. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's change this to Astroneer. Done. Let's change this to Astroneer. Boom. All right. Okay. So what all do you need? You need Automaton 009. Resopound Diamond. Are we making Resopound again? Carbon, nanocarbon alloy, diamond. Diamonds! Now, I am curious, because I'm also streaming on Kick. I've been testing out Kick streaming. And I am curious to know how many other people are streaming Astroneer. A grand total of me, just me, watching me, is Astroneer. Wow. Incredible. And for, there I am. There I am. Astroneer. Okay. So, let's see how we can make that happen. Because I would love nothing more than to be able to stream all the games. Now, I will say I'm very comfortable with OBS. I'm very, very, very comfortable with OBS. So I'm not 100% sure if I really want to even be changing platforms, like changing software. It's difficult because like I love what Meld is doing. I really do. And setting up my Meld scenes was so stinking easy. Like, oh my gosh, it was so easy. Couldn't even believe it. That being said, like, is easy enough? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is easy enough? Like, is it enough just to have something be easy? Let's see here. How does one make the res a pound? Wap-a-pa-pa-po-do. Oh. There appears to be something that I have not unlocked yet. Fault finder. That checks out. Silicone and plastic? What's up, the pomegranate? Atomic res a pound and diamond. Silicone and plastic. What takes silicone and plastic? Or rather, what does silicone and plastic take? They take... Let's see here. Resin, quartz, and methane. Carbon and compound. So carbon and compound, okay. Resin and quartz and methane. I don't think I can get methane on this planet, can I? You cannot. You cannot get methane on this planet. Huh, interesting. So that means we're going to be needing to do resources. Methane, Novus, and Atrox. That means we're going to be making a bunch of trips to Atrox. Atrox is a pain in the booty. Well, I beg your pardon? Okay. So we can get, let's see, if we were going to automate this as best we can, we would need 2, 3, 4 soil centrifuges. Hey, what's up? Sorry, my kid came in. So we would need 4 soil centrifuges, a furnace, and a crap ton of methane. Now let me see how this is working. Now, process sources? Whoa, okay. Yo, I can have just, oh, nope, that's not what I thought it was. That's interesting. What about game? I wish that changed the volume. But oh well. So anyway. Just going to change this back to input devices and wavelength stream. Okay, so, let's see here. Let's come over here. Oh, now this is way too loud. Okay. So let's reorganize this. Let's build something cool in here. So we need basically one of these with 2 soil centrifuge. No, we're going to need a lot more than that. We're going to need like... Dude, what kind of stuff do I get from this? So diamonds are going to make... Diamonds are going to make way... Sorry, not diamonds. Freaking... I mean, diamonds, yes. Nanocarbon alloy is 30, but the automaton 009s are 48. But I don't think that's going to make a whole lot of sense because the automatons take 1 resipound in diamond. So all the work to do a resipound, and I have to do the work for a diamond. I think it just makes more sense to just do resipound. So let's disconnect that and that and that. And let's unlock that and bring you over here. And bring you right there and put you right over here. And then let's get... I don't think we need this large shredder this time. We're not... Oh, maybe we do, because that's for scrap. I forgot. And we are gonna have some scraps that we'll just want to be taking care of and stuff. Let's see here. Let's see, we'll power that like that, and we'll power this like that, and that should be good. Okay. Now, or you know what we could do? Just put you over here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna disconnect you and put you over here. Now, what I think I want to do, and I feel like my computer's getting really warm, which is something to keep in mind here because that is going to kill my stream real fast. Can I give you a tip? You can do whatever you want. I don't care. Hold on, my streamer bot just crashed. Dweeb in the shadows, give me a tip. Is it an Astroneer tip? That would be cool if it was an Astroneer tip. I'm waiting. Dweeb in the shadows. Give me all the great info. Tell me everything I need to know. Give me all the tips. If you make a small wind power and put them on those medium storage on that container standing up, you'll get like over 60 power. Yeah. It's all my power is connected. I have this big thing right here, which I love. And it does pretty well. Yeah. So this is I'm not. You need no tips. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take the tips. Tip me. Yeah. Tips. Anyway. Yeah. No. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm like the GOAT at this game or anything, but like I do know a thing or two about this game. Let's see here. What I need right now, though, is I need some soil centrifuges. No, it's gonna be here. Soil centrifuge, 2 compound, 1 aluminum. Okay. Wow, that is freaky fast. Holy moly. Why was that so fast? Just looking to figure out what the endpoint is. The endpoint is there is a whole storyline. I actually haven't beaten this game yet, believe it or not. I've never beaten Astroneer before. I have commitment issues. But I would love to beat the game. Don't get me wrong. I would love to beat it. Let's see. I think that's aluminum. Yeah. You're a freaking hoarder. Heck yeah, I am. I am a hoarder. I'm the only hoarder. All right. And then we are going to need big boy platforms. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna need like these guys. 2 resins, 2 iron. This game is a hoarder's nightmare. This game is a hoarder's treasure. Special event XO cares. Special event amp. Activate special event via XO request. Okay. Cool. I got grapes and Resopound. I was told though, if you use the solid jet engines once they're then repackage it, it gives you back the one you used, making it like you never used it before. I wouldn't know. I've never done that. I use my solid fuel jet thrusters the way God intended. All at once. Resin. Maybe it's worth a try. Well, I mean, sure. You're sure. Like, I'm not opposed to that at all. I'm just, I have hydrazine now. So, and I mean, this is my hydrazine. I have effectively unlimited hydrazine. So, I mean, I don't really need it. And then, like, I have backup hydrazine in here if I ever run out. Yeah, I'm starting to get that you use astronium. I'm starting to get that from astronium. Yeah. So, like, what I do is I have hydrogen and I have ammonium. I just go out and I do. This isn't exactly what I'm using, but it's not where I'm doing it. But you use these auto extractors. Use these auto extractors, and if you can overclock them, like this with a couple delay repeaters, and you can actually get quite a lot of stuff. You know, like over here I've got organic coming in, and then I dug down to the core to get astronium. Yeah. Dude, Astroneer is such an underrated game. I freaking love this game. I need to figure out how to overclock them. So it's just 2 delay repeaters. The bottom one's set to 5, and the top one's set to 3. And then you just, from the top one, you put a segment pin down, and then you branch over to the bottom one, and then over to the top one, or over to the auto extractor. And then it just goes. Ever since I hit Xbox Game Pass, it's become a bit popular. Yeah. That's what I've heard. What am I getting? I need iron. Iron. I need the iron. Okay, where's my iron? Here it is. Okay, then let's make another soil centrifuge because I need 2 of them. I knew this game years ago, but it never drew me in until I had a 2-week free trial Xbox Game Pass, and I was like, why not try it? Been addicted since. It's such an addicting game. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that. What in sweet heaven's name? What was that? My alert is all stretched out. That's wild. What do I need? Aluminum. Aluminum. Aluminum-nums. Okay. Part of me thinks one of these days I might, like, start a YouTube channel around Astroneer and, like, do a full playthrough and stuff. But, like, I don't know. If I game for work, like, if I feel like gaming is work, then it's not fun. And if I'm not having fun, I don't know that I want to do it. But I have a feeling that it'd be really good if I did it. I don't know. I don't know. Dweeb, what should I do? What would you do if you were me, Dweeb? Should I do a YouTube channel of Astroneer? I think it would do really well. Send mass emails to Miley Cyrus and Hillary Duff begging for dates. I don't need to do that. I have a beautiful wife right over here. Way beautifuler than Miley Cyrus and Hillary Duff. Way beautifuler than Miley Cyrus. Way beautifuler than Hillary Duff. She's a freaking babe. She's over here embracing my compliments. Definitely not embarrassed at all. We love that. But Miley Cyrus, Hillary Duff, Miley Cyrus has experienced life a little too hard. Bless her heart. I'm saying that in the I mean that in the best possible way. Life has not been kind to her at all. And I blame the music industry for that. Okay, and then I need probably some storage. Her family is loco. Yeah, la familia está re loca. Well, like, and I don't know everything about her family, right? I make it a point to stay very far away from celebrity stuff. Oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for. But like from what I understand, like her dad was pretty against a lot of what she did. But ultimately, I mean, there's already a guy who puts tons of Astroneer how-tos up. But you could do an Astroneer how-to or a roleplay of Astroneer. Yeah, most of it would just be like if you've ever seen Blitz, his stuff, he did an Astroneer playthrough that I really enjoyed. And I think, I think I could do something like that, And yeah, for sure. Like, no. I like his stuff. His stuff is good. Glass, ceramic, I think is what these things take, right? Three ceramic. I don't really go to YouTube unless it's how-tos. Yeah. Respect. Yeah, YouTube, I just can't wait for Grounded 2. Grounded 2. Oh, yeah. How are they gonna... Here's my question. How are they going to make it... Like these game sequels, right? Like Grounded. Grounded had a pretty solid storyline as to how it came... Like, how the character got into the predicament that he was in. My question is how are they going to do it again? Or are they going to use the classic trope of, well, you see, we want you to study what happened to you, so we need you to do it again, Is it going to be that thing? Or is it going to be, we found the doctor, but he's small and we need you to go find him. You know, like what are they going to use to get him back down to that size? I don't remember. I'm fairly certain he got out of it. I've never played Grounded, so it's hard for me to say. No idea. The kids grew up in the end, but then yet they are teens in a park this time? Same teens? Weird. I don't know. Very strange. Okay, we're gonna go plop you over here. Okay. And we're gonna put you right there. And we're gonna put you right there. And we're gonna... Yep, that looks good to me. Cool. Okay, now the other one we need basically another one of these, but we need shoot. Yeah, we're gonna need something a bit crazier than this. What is that thing in the back? This stuff over here? This is a cauldronia. It is used to make soup. So you can use it to make soup, squasholine, adapetrol, noxethane, unknown biofuel, and soup. So in the fall time, they have an event with the Exa Request platform where you can produce soup, which requires sturdy squash and leeks, and you can get a lot of really, really dope stuff. So I have a bunch of crap left over from last season where I can just, I'm ready to go. In fact, I've stopped producing my pumpkin. There we go. So, haha, can I have your save file? Maybe. I might be convinced. But not right now. I'm busy. What's even better than getting a save file from someone, though, is getting there yourself. Yeah. Okay, so that one is for the resin quartz, and I need methane for that as well. Oh, I'm gonna need freaking chemistry labs too. Golly, dadgummit. Okay, here we go. We are going to need... That's boring. That's crazy, though, your base. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I might actually need to expand out a bit more on this. Also, why do I have 4 RTGs? So I will need this. We're going to take you down. I'm actually gonna put you right here, I think. Yeah. And we're gonna put you, like, right here. Dude, I lost 2 of my RTGs and can't figure out how to get more. Okay, so. Are you talking about these teeny tiny RTGs? Or are you talking about big boy RTGs? Oh, I remember why I have 2 RTGs. Because I was activating planet cores the other day. The tiny ones. So you can get tiny ones from a couple of different ways. You can get tiny RTGs from just doing quests. Like this, over on this thing. Like, Let me see if there's any of these bytes. Yeah, so like through the looking glass, if I place the geometric triptych from each planet on the unidentified satellite, I'll get 3. I'll get 3 QTRTGs. What's better than the QTRTG, though, are regular RTGs, which are these big old fat honkin' ones. Now, people say that. I think there's an argument for using both of them, right? I like that these are smaller. They produce 4 units. Meanwhile, these produce 1 unit per second. But in the same footprint, you can stick a medium storage and put, 24 of them. So you're getting 24 units of power as opposed to just 4. So, but you can't put it on your backpack and use it. Yeah. That's one thing. But I think there is a use case for them, right? Like I put them on my tractors and what's not. And that's pretty useful. Let's see here. So from this, I'm going to need to do 2 auto arms that pull each of the resources over. This one's going to need to do Astropedia, resources. Silicone, resin, quartz, and methane. So we'll have you do resin. No, we'll have you do resin. We'll have you do quartz. And then the other one that we do, we'll have it do... Fortunately, it's sleep time for me, so I'm off to sleep. All right, Dweeb, thank you so much for swinging by. Love that. And I'll see you around. Do good things. Remember who you are and what you stand for. Carbon compound. Let's see here. So I'm going to need to have one with a smelter. I need to have some sort of smelter situation here. Maybe I have a situation where I am... I mean, one way or another, I'm going to need to have 2 of these. Plastic, carbon, and compound. You can't smelt compounds, so we could do one of these things here. Good grief. Okay. Could do something like this. Or we could do something... We'll keep you tabbed up. Loving the vibes, and if you do YouTube videos, do them of what you like, or maybe of your hobby you have outside of gaming. Yeah. Like, I have a YouTube channel where I have some tutorials for, like, streaming stuff. But, you know, it's finding my passion, you know? That's the issue. And I have an idea of what that means. And I have an idea of what I want to do with all that. And I think that's where it lies. It definitely lies in helping people. Whether that be, you know, streaming, or whether that be, you know, just teaching people stuff. That's what I want. You know, I just want to help people. I feel like that's what I'm meant to do. But we shall see. Anyway, what things do you do in your life outside of the Twitch? So I'm a digital social media marketer by trade. I say by trade, by profession. So I do love social media. I do love kind of the community building aspects of it and stuff like that. What do I love outside of Twitch? I love creating content. I just like creating content. I like creating dope stuff is the thing. But I'm oftentimes limited by time. Time is my big limiting factor. You know, and it's one of those things where it's like, you know, when I have time to do stuff that I love, I feel kind of guilty because there are other things I should be doing. So that's a whole thing. And then there's, you know, I don't want to say I have imposter syndrome. I think that term is massively overused. Why not do a channel around that? Around what? Around what? Learning? Time? I don't have time. That's the thing. I don't feel qualified to talk about anything. Like I don't have time. I don't feel qualified to talk about anything that hasn't already been said, you know? And I mean like I have a couple videos that have done really well. But again, my issue is time. I just don't have the time for all this stuff that I want to do. And it's a lot of stuff that I want to do. It's so much stuff. You know what? I'm going to take this. Let's see here. like when I post content, it generally does well. It generally does pretty decent, to be fair. You know, I'm not saying that every video I put out is a certified banger or anything, but like, you know, I just think it generally does pretty decently. Like if I go to YouTube, go to my YouTube studio, like I have a video, like I posted a video 5 months ago reviewing a microphone. It's got 1.2k views. I mean, it's not my best, but my Stream Deck mobile app video got 10k views. I've noticed that the stuff that I've made because I'm passionate about it is a lot better than the stuff that I made for like school assignments and stuff like that, or that because I felt like I needed to make something. So it's definitely, I don't know. I'm finding myself right now. I think is kind of the conclusion that I've come to. You know, I just need to discover what I'm doing with my life. In the sense that, you know, I don't know. And maybe I'm overthinking everything. I don't know. I grew up in a horrible family environment. Never really went to school. Wasn't taught the simple things in life like dental hygiene, spelling, reading, writing. Was kicked out and homeless by 18. Did odd jobs for food and a hot shower. Maybe a bed to sleep in for the night. Was homeless for 10 plus years. Lost family to death and suicides. One thing I will say is time is time. Time is something we never get back. It never stops regardless how we wish for it to. Time is always going, but our lives on this. Yeah. No, and that's, you know, I am great. How do I say it? But our lives on this earth are really short and cut short by time. You say you don't have a lot of time to do things because you have so much you want to do, but lack of time. Yeah. Yeah. One of these days, I'll have all the time that I need to do stuff. It's time to sit back and set a schedule and work on a path for you to have the time you need. Yeah, schedules, man. You can ask my wife. Me and schedules, we kind of hate each other. She's laughing at me, by the way, for saying that, because she knows it's true. Me and schedules do not get along at all. Sounds like something you need to work on. For sure. For sure I do. 100% there. 100%, brother. That's definitely a thing I need to work on. Like, here's the thing. Am I capable of sticking to a schedule? Yes, I am. I want to say that I am. You know, if that's all I'm focused on is keeping the schedule. And that's not necessarily, I don't mean like, oh, doing the things I'm scheduled. No, like the focus needs to be sticking to the actual schedule. But then the issue is I don't feel like I ever give myself enough time to actually do the things that I want to do. Because I have so many things that I want to do, you know? So I'll set a schedule, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm going to work from this time to this time, and then I'm going to do this thing from this time to this time, then I'm going to do this thing from this time to this time. And then I'll go, and I'll get locked into what I'm doing, and the next thing I know, I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's time to do the next thing, but I'm not done. I have to finish this thing today. You know, I have to finish this thing right now. And it's not like, oh, I feel the compulsion to complete the thing. No, it's like I have a deadline. Mondays you do one thing, Tuesdays you do another thing, Wednesday you do another thing, etc. But that's the thing. I have things I have to do every day. Like I have to work every day. Right? I have to work every day. One way or another. Work must be done. Sell feet pics. Heck yeah. See, Dweeb knows what's up. I should just sell feet pics. Put them dogs out on the internet. Hit the internet with the old bow wows. Paint them up. Put googly eyes. That was funny. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Make them look purty. Put them dogs out there, man. Oh, that would be funny. But yeah. So it's definitely a whole thing. $15, you'll stick them in an apple pie. See, my feet are gross though. I will say generally I do not like feet. I have the opposite of a foot fetish. It's not a phobia. It's just I'm not afraid of feet. I'm just like disgusted by them. Feet are nasty. You got those cheese flakes for your pizza. Ugh. 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 They're not that bad. They're not that bad. But they're not. Let's just say I'm not getting any careers as a foot model anytime soon. Okay. I need another platform. Let's see here, and I just need... Is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the one? I think I just need to do that one. I don't need anything big. I have a tendency to go pretty big with my platforms when I don't need to be. Okay, then what is that? Smelting versus 1 compound and 2 resin. Oh, lovely. Oh, gosh, burped. So yeah, but on that note, I wasn't trying to get all sappy about my life. I was just saying time is something we can't control, and we don't have much of it as it is. We're all on borrowed time. No, it's true, and I have a pretty, como se dice, like a pretty healthy appreciation for time. Like when I was finishing up my degree, I was married. I'm still married, but married, 3 kids. Working on my agency, like building up my social media agency. I was working almost full-time at Panda Express as a cook. And I was in a capstone course, which was like a 15-hour-a-week workload. I would stay up for 48 hours straight, sleep for 4 hours, stay up for 48 hours straight, sleep for 4 hours, kind of rinse and repeat that until like the weekend, where sometimes I had a chance to take a break. So like I understand time is a finite resource for sure. Like that is I am abundantly aware of that. Like, you got to make time somewhere. Like, but at the end of the day, it is a finite resource. Like, we all have an expiration date, whether we want to or not. What am I doing? What am I looking for? I'm looking for these guys. And this guy. Okay. I wish there was a way to put 2 items. Like, if there was a double auto arm, that would be so dope. If there was a double auto arm. Because the number of times I have to, like, butt up these auto arms right next to each other, it's freaking annoying. On that note, I can't hold my eyes open anymore. I'm fading hard. Look forward to another streams. Hope you have a great day and a lovely stream. Remember, you promised the wifey that you would give her some alone time and cook her a sandwich. I did? Wait a second. I'm being sold out. Wait a second. Now she's excited. Dweeb, dang it. No, Dweeb is making false promises. Dadgummit. I didn't promise nothing. Wait a second. I've been had. I don't need medium storage silos. I need tiny platforms. You just did. No. Dang it. I've been bamboozled. I've been smackledorfed. Wait, Salta, you're cooking me a sandwich? I'm going to cook you a sandwich. That's right. A sandwich, I'm going to cook it. 1 resin. So fix that sourdough grilled up melt with mushrooms and Gouda and a bowl of tomato soup for her. Whoa. You sound like my brother. That sounds like something my brother would say. I just want a bunch of platforms. Just give me a bunch of platforms. You're right on the money with the sourdough, but tomato soup is nasty. Could sub with cream of mushroom soup. I think she would like a chicken gnocchi soup. Lurk. Thanks for popping in. Okie dokie. So that is looking pretty good. Let's set up some auto arms over here. Ah, shucks. This platform's not gonna work. Dadgummit. Forgot I need some things, some other things. Ugh, mercy. Do I do this one? I think maybe I do this one. I think this one would actually be a good one. Resin, ceramic, and iron. Resin. Ceramic. And iron. Okay. All right, now what that'll do is that'll give us room for everything else that we need to, and I can put all these guys on there. Haha, perfect, even better. So I gotta get in 4 more auto arms. Well, I have to say, Meld has held up very nicely. A few more of these. Swish. Okay. Okay. I'm afraid this. As I'm looking at this, I'm afraid this platform's not going to be any good either. Dang it. Yeah, this platform's not going to be any good either. Dadgummit. Can I shred this? I'm pretty sure I can just shred this. Okay. Alright, I just need... This is what I need. 2 aluminum, 1 resin. Okay. And then I'll need 2 of these. Oh boy. We should do a channel point goal to get Pomegranate to stream again. She's asleep. I can say this now. I think we should do a channel point goal to get Pomegranate to stream again. What do y'all think? I think that's a hilarious idea. Okay. Okay, now I have this guy. Ooh, no, I know how to set this up. Okay, that'll do. Okay. Now I need 2 chemistry labs here. And then maybe another small printer, maybe. So we're going to be pumping out Resopound. Pumping it out. All right. What does the chemistry lab need? Okay, ceramic, glass, and tungsten. Ceramic glass. And tungsten is this one. Now I'll go get all that again. Okay. And I'll need one of those medium resource canisters. Eventually I need to go get all the chess pieces too. This is a game that I would love to 100%, you know? I would just love to collect all the things. Let's see here. Question is do I actually need I mean, now that I think about it, I don't actually need all these soil centrifuges and stuff. I could just take my large resource canister and plop those in the spot of the soil centrifuges and we'd be good to go. But that's no fun. Okay. So first things first. Alright, well, there's only one thing to do, and that's to go get some dirt and see if we can get this thing rolling. I need 2 large things of dirt, and speaking of dirt, here we are, perfect dirt. It should just be as simple as dirt in, holiday seasonal goodies out. Let's see here. What are you? Resin and quartz. I need compound and organic. Now I just need to power this whole thing. Power it. Power it I shall. No, I'm gonna move you here. Okay. So those are cooking. We'll bring this over here. Really quick. Grab you so that is nice and even. Oh gosh. That is ammonium, not compound. It's obnoxious. Okay. You're gonna do plastic. Okay, plastic is automated. Now you. Shoot, I just forgot I need methane too. Dadgummit. Ugh. Okay, do I have methane over here? I'm sure I do. So your methane. I'm trying to use methane. Your methane. You have 160 in you. Do I have another methane? Argon, hydrogen, empty. Alright, well, I guess we're getting all this methane over here. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. You go right here. Okay, I just need one more auto arm. Right here. All right. Alright, let me see if I can find medium resource canister. These are all storage silos. These are platforms. Hey there, Mr. Bite Farmer, how's it going? We are just about to wrap up stream. I gotta get my kids some food. But, how are you doing? Holy base. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the base. I'm trying to find impeccable timing, I see. Of course. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, indeed. Let's see. Auto arm power source button reviews to change your storage. 3 resin. 2 resin. Oh, I have the resin. Wait. That's a storage, not a... Were you playing the EXO event just now? Yes, I'm setting up the EXO event right now. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Medium resource canister. Behind auto arm. Okay. 1 glass, 1 plastic. Okay, perfect. Going for the robot or nano? I'm going for neither. I'm going for Resopound. It's gonna take longer, but it's a lot easier to automate. Yeah, I'm just gonna stock up on Resopound. I mean, it is. I get it. It's only 15, but you know, in the time that it's gonna take me to I'm dreading automating the robot. Yeah, I'm not doing the robot. Because it takes Resopound and diamond. What's the point of doing the diamond? I mean, in the time that's going to take me to do all of that, I could just produce 1,000 Resopound. You know? Let's see here. Let's see here. Glass. And... lucky me. Oh, nope. That. Ah, shoot. I didn't want that. There we go. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, let's go little printer. Wait, that's true. Maybe I may have to reconsider. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I just need one of these to slap on top of the rocket, and then we're good to go. But the stream we've been testing out Meld Studio. I like it. I think it's very simple to use and straightforward, which I appreciate. Ah, what are y'all you? Oh, never mind. You're good. You're what I want. You're the fruits of my labor. I just realized I got one of you just for playing the game. There we go. Well, that's cool. That's great. Come on, give me some carbon. I can see that I have, okay, I see how this is gonna have to be. Shoot. Yeah. Are you down to add each other's friends on Steam? Players like you are rare. Yeah, yeah, you can add me on Steam, that's fine. Let me, I haven't added someone on Steam in forever. See if I can... My name on Steam is Salta92. So if you can find me with that, that's great. Otherwise, tune into the next stream. I stream on Wednesdays. Just because that's when it works best for me. Friend code. Mine is this. Let me see here. Dooga dooga dooga. There's that. Friends, add a friend. Add a friend. Washing machine. Done. Added. Perfect. All right. Well, we got our automation done. Oh, no, not yet. Not you. Oh my gosh. I'll need to see what kind of rewards we get from this. I haven't even looked up what kind of rewards we can expect from this yet, but shucks. It's been a while since I've played, actually. I forget certain things happen. Like that. Yes, sir, let's go. Okay, more auto arms and more medium resource canisters. Is that all we're gonna get from this? Anyway. Okie dokie. Well. Let's see here. To commemorate this stream with Meld, let's raid Meld. You have a lot of leak. You didn't manage to keep the Resopound producing one. No, I didn't. I didn't. But next fall, I'm going to get it. Because I need it. But we're going to go ahead and raid out. We're going to raid Meld because this was our first stream with Meld. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I like how simple it is. I do have my complaints. Follow me on X if you want to see what those thoughts are. Let's co-op sometime. Perfect. Yes, I want to start getting into... I used to do community nights a lot, and I would love to get into doing community nights again. I think it's super fun to play games with people and, you know, get involved with the community and whatnot. So we'll have to definitely do that for sure. Anyway, we can start a new world and stuff because I've done all this by myself, and I want to keep doing it by myself. So anyway, guys, we're gonna go raid Meld. Hit exclamation point refresh when you get there, and let's see if Twitch is recommending their software yet. So, all right, guys, bye.